Hey guys, this is Pluto here with
Onebadbrad.
for Team Fortnite. He is their jungler. Now, the first question I always like to lead off with is, how did you get your name, Onebadbrad?
My name actually started when I was like 11. My dad had one of those old school unbreakable Nokia phones, and he had some like text gladiator game on it, and his name on it was One Big Dad, and I was like, oh, I want to do a one name, so I was like one. I was thinking, I'm like Bradley, Brad, One Bad Brad, because you know that was when bad was like the coolest word to describe yourself, and then it stuck. I've been using that name ever since. I'm like 21 now, so it's a 10-year-old name. Still not taken on anything.
Sometimes you just can't get away from those names. You know, sometimes you can't.
It's so good. You know?
It is indeed.
If you bad, you can be like, well, at least insult me in an original way. Come on.
Now, as a jungler, I know we were just talking before, you do like to prefer the kind of gank-style junglers. You're not a big, huge fan of just farmers, so I guess that would mean like Mundo, Shyvana, stuff like that. People who can clear fast. Who is probably your most notable jungler, and does it fit well into the Fortnite play style? Like, are you able to play your favorite junglers, or do you kind of just have to pick around what they want?
Well, normally, like, I'm known for Alistair. Pretty hardcore, but I've kind of like deviated from playing him for the most part.
I know Lotta Morris is also known for his Alistar. Who's got the better cow wrangling?
Well, some people like to say I'm a better defensive Alistair and he's a better offensive Alistair. I have no idea what that means.
Does that mean you're not going to flash tower dive at level 2 like he does?
I mean,
that's what he does.
I mean, my most known gank was flashing over Wraith Wall behind mid to knock him out. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I use abilities and he uses abilities, so it works.
Wait, so to win the game you have to use abilities? I was unaware.
On enemy champions.
Oh shit! I've been playing this game so wrong the entire time. God damn it. Okay. Now, so Alistar, Nocturne. I know you also enjoy COG Black. I think you were saying was banning out Nocturne for you. Is it the case that like your Nocturne is really, really good, or is it the case that just Nocturne is really good and they just don't want to put it in anyone's hands?
It's really good, and whenever I've like scrimmed or subbed for a team to scrim against them, I somehow end up getting Nocturne, and then I just press ult and we win the game because they don't know what's going on.
So do you have, does Fortnite have a track record as far as scrims are concerned, beating some of these teams at an online fashion? Because I know you and Parole are kind of young to the LAN scene. You guys have two big subs here. You guys have Locust as a support, and you have Rain Manager top lane, who are not new to the LAN scene, being from Dignitas and TSM. Right. So do you guys have a good track record as far as online scrims are concerned, and just are unable to perform in a LAN environment, you think? Or how does that work out?
Our biggest issue is our lineup change, because our lineup's been changing constantly between Zekent, Trix, we use Martel for a bit. We've just been swapping players so much, and it seems like schedules are always conflicting, so we never really get to practice that often. Like, it surprised a lot of players that we actually played well here, because leading up to it, I don't think we practiced at all.
Yeah, none of the plays so far here at Raleigh was like, it was never like, wow, Fortnite just sucks. You know, you guys put up a good fight against COG Black. Legion is a monster right now. They're kind of steamrolling. They're looking really, really good. So they rode the momentum from third place at IPL face-off. So it's not like Fortnite is a slouch. You guys just have a few issues as far as, you know, team comp is concerned, I suppose, and player rosters.
The comps have always been an issue, and we've realized the comps, but our biggest issue is executing lane phase. Basically, you know, people would be compelled to like, oh, I got to help this lane win, or I got to help this lane win. So then now I lose my lane because I tried to help them win too much. So we're starting to transition like, okay, let's just let everyone play the lane, win the lane, and then start trying to make plays off of that and just slow play it out. I don't know. I think we'll eventually switch from like more like really aggressive early to like passive farm, make guaranteed plays with no mistakes.
Well, I mean, I hope it works out for you. Also, you guys, sadly, are not going to be at PAX unless, like you said, you want to pay and go and spectate that. But are you guys going to take that time maybe to just take a deep breath, just watch the teams at PAX, maybe learn some tips, learn some strategies, and then maybe come back for the future events like IPL 5 and whatnot? I don't know if you guys are qualified or invited for that.
We have a bracket. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, regardless, you know, as far as PAX, you guys are going to be playing the spectator, right? You guys aren't going to be there. You're going to be watching. Are you going to take that time to just kind of relax, you know, just reconvene, you know, just get back into the swing of things?
I mean, I think what we'll do is just watch what the other teams do. Just start, like, go home, you know, work on your play. Like, I obviously need to improve on some of my champions drastically, you know, because I'll get into, like, a rut of how I play champions, and then I play them all the same way. So I'll just work on that, bring all my champions up to date in my pool, and then, you know, the team Parole and Locust started synergizing very well. I mean, like, Locust Lulu is a beast. That's all I could say. He just 1v2s. And
Now, he is technically, him and Rainman are technically subs here at this MLG Raleigh event. You guys are already out of the tournament, which is sad. It sucks. But based on their performance, could we potentially see Rainman and Locust solidified in the 4-Not roster in the future?
It's up to them, honestly. If they feel like the team can go somewhere leading up, and it depends on how we practice and play other things in the upcoming months. So,
what's your opinion on both of them? Would you like them to join the roster full time? Did you guys get along well, or is one of them like, oh, he's a dick, we don't want to see him on?
I mean, one of the things I hear about teams will complain about no cohesion between members, but it just seems like we all are pretty chill people. We just we don't let, if something goes wrong, we're like, dang, we admit when we mess up and then we move on from it. So I think the cohesion's there. There's no drama or anything. No one's really insulted anyone. So yeah.
That's a sign of a kind of a mature team, just because, especially like you said, you stated, I have junglers that I need to improve. Right. Some people would just be like, oh, the other team, they're not good, I need my other members to improve. But to be able to step back and say, yeah, I didn't do the best. I need to clearly improve my own play. Is there any facet that 4-Not, in your opinion, as a whole, needs to improve on? Like you said, the laning phase is a little bit weak. You guys seem a little bit more passive. What can we see as far as changes are concerned in the future for 4-Not?
As far as changes are concerned, I think if we can just get rid of all the stupid mistakes we do, that comes from being practiced and experienced as a team, you just know instinctively not to make these mistakes and get everyone's competitive play awareness up to date, then we should be fine, because a lot of the times we'll snowball early based off of some whoa, why'd you just do that? What was that? So
now, is there anything, you said you like ganking, as a jungler. Is there anything that you think defines your play style as a jungler, other than the ganking? Do you always do, people talk about Dan, he loves building GP10s on junglers and stuff like that. Is there something that you almost always do in a game? I can pretty much say, clockwork, Lotta Mortis loves to tower dive level 2. He loves to just get in there and be super aggressive. Is there anything that Onebadbrad does every game without fail?
Every game without fail? I don't think there is. I mean, it depends on the game. I mean, when I used to play Alistair nonstop, the Wraith jump was almost guaranteed. Really?
And that's flashing over the Wraith wall, under their tower.
Into their lane, under their tower, and headbutt them out. That was pretty much guaranteed was going to happen if I got Alistair, but I don't play him anymore. So,
well, do you not play him because they ban him, or does he not fit with the team? Or is it just situational?
It's not that. I just got tired, because then I had to start slow playing them, let the gank develop, don't always rush in and force something, and I really loved forcing stuff as Alistair. There were many times where he's like, what are you doing? I'm I hit a 5-man pull, come on.
You heard it here first. Onebadbrad likes to force himself onto people.
5 people at once.
5 people at once. He can handle 5 people at once. Very entertaining to watch, I'm sure. Now, is there anything that you would like to say, maybe a shout out, or do you have a Twitter, do you have a Facebook, do you have a stream that you'd like to talk about to bring some people coming to watch that jungle style?
I mean, I've started streaming once again. I have a bad habit of just disappearing for a month, but I'm actually bringing it back. I'll be streaming every day unless I'm not at home or internet disappears. But yeah, I'll be streaming back on twitch.tv/Onebadbrad, and then my Facebook is facebook.com/Onebadbrad. I mean, the names are always not taken.
I mean, yes, the Twitter is Onebadbrad, isn't it?
I think it actually was Onebadbrad 2.
Damn it!
I know, it sucked. So I have to do.
Somebody saw your Facebook and Twitch was like, I'm gonna claim this. I'm gonna squat on this name, and you're like, I'll just add a 2 to it, whatever.
So I don't know what it's called. I don't even use Twitter. I need to get one.
You need to start your tweetings.
Yeah, I need to start tweeting.
It's a good place to be. But I very much appreciate the interview. Thank you so much. I wish 4-Not the best of luck. Like you said, not going to PAX, but I know we'll see you guys again. Maybe with Rainman and Locust solidified. We'll have to see the lineup changes. But again, this is Pluto, and we'll see you next time.